Okay, Coach, we are about 15 or so miles northwest of world-famous Miami Beach as we are set for football at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Miami Dolphins. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Ready, set.
Block 52. 52's the mic.
Hey, lock it.
Get him.
Ready.
First carry for the ex-Utah State Aggie, Darwin Thompson. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. From the gun, Mayer. And the trick play doesn't work. Good reaction there defensively, and it'll be 4th down. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
This is brought in at the 21. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And it'll be Dolphin football. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now the former 4th-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. It's a big play there for Miami. 46 yards on the ground. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Hey, exit. Rock it.
Looking to throw. Cannon. And it'll be intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual-type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Throwing again. Maher. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun. Mayer. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. The D-tackle Sheldon Richardson came barreling in for the sack. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double-teamed and sometimes triple-teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
Here's Cameron Johnston now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Fielded just inside the 30. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. Off play action. Cannon under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Darren Lee came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
Set, ready? 60 Pittsburgh. Hey, zoom.
To throw on third down. Cannon. And it's caught by Parker. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Back to throw. Cannon into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. There he goes, right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City.
Did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see what I thought? That had to be. Come on, say it for me. Say it for me. Who picked up that pass?
The free safety.
Oh, you got to have those great skills back there. Eyes, anticipation, great hands. And, of course, how about the fluid moves afterwards to take it all the way to the house?
Sounds like you're watching your old game film up here in your head.
Yeah, that's the dream I had of being that player. I just never was.
Extra point by Moore, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10. At their own 19-yard line.
Got it.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Here's a 2nd and 7. He'll get this one complete to Davis. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs.
Wahoo!
48.
Leo!
Check three.
Nice.
From the gun, Cannon. He's going to air one out. That's caught at the 25. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A big play there. 76 yards as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. 2nd and 10. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. The lightning rod, J.J. Watt with a sack. Well, it was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. You know, during these preseason games, we're in week 2 right now, it's always funny looking at our spot charts up here in the booth because with all the guys that might play in this one, it seems to get bigger and bigger each year.
Yeah, we pretty much supersize them, don't we? Because, you know, remember, they're carrying 90 now. And with the new rules, they'll carry 90 all the way through the preseason before they make the final cut. Oh, yeah, a lot of guys to learn for these games.
It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. 1st down Miami as they get set to start the drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Throwing to start the drive. Cannon. He gets it into the arms of Parker. Complete. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
And the Chiefs' D closes in on him again, and they drop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Looking to throw. Cannon. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. These two teams all tied after 1. 2nd quarter from Miami. It's the Dolphins with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory right at the 40. Operating from the gun. Cannon. He'll take a shot for Davis to the end zone. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Bravo. Ready?
To throw again. Cannon. Wide open receiver, complete.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down.
1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
This quarterback now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10.
48 to Mike. Night, sweetheart.
Get it.
From the gun, Cannon. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. As we thought they might do here in week 2 of the preseason, they've left their starting quarterback out there for this second quarter, and I would imagine we will not see him after halftime.
Yeah, this is the time of year you've got to get your backup some reps and make sure you protect your starting quarterback.
And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. Butker now to add the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Chiefs' offense about set to begin this drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
To throw again on second down, Shermer.
So now here in the second week of the preseason, you'd expect the starters play a little bit more than they did in week 1, but not a whole lot.
So if you're an offensive coordinator, what are you looking for?
What you're looking for is things getting cleaned up as you go along, because most of your playbook's probably installed. How well are they handling it? Easy in and out of the huddle, no mental mistakes.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
Operating from the gun, Cannon. And this is going to be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Now back to throw. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And he's got another first down. As he's brought down at the Dolphins' 41-yard line. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 41. On play action, they'll throw. And his throw here is incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. And an alley to run. And avoids the contact by sliding. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 28. They'll look to throw here on first down. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
All right, I need you to check my eyes here. This entire unit defensively, I think, has looked really strong in the first half, especially in the secondary. They've been cohesive, fast to the football. We just saw another example arriving there to help knock that one away.
The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Back to throw. That's going to be caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. A 1-yard touchdown reception, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is...
And the Chiefs are going to get him.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. The intended receiver there, Kenyon Drake, and it's third down. The Dolphins on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 16.
Check, 48's the mic. Check, 48's the mic. Come on. 48, 48's mic. 48, Foxtrot. Hit it.
Off the play fake. Cannon. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball in this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
35 yards on the return. Picked up some good blocks as well. And the Chiefs will have excellent field position here as they take over.
Coming to you. He's coming. Double up. Topper.
They'll run on first down. It's Thompson. In on the tackle there, Luke Kuechly.
When we talk about Luke Kuechly, you can't talk about his overall game without talking about his intelligence and how he controls the whole defense. He quarterbacks that defense, and at times will actually make checks.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And he'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range, but boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
Five. Go out.
On first and 10, Cannon. He's going to sling this, and that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jakeem Grant, 71 yards, as his guys are able to regain the lead.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
You said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. This is fielded at the goal line. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And they'll have it just 5 yards away from pay dirt here, first and goal.
You know, if this is the regular season, partner, we'd be talking about just how costly a mistake that was, but probably good for him to get it out of his system right now.
Just hope for him and the team it's not a sign of things to come.
Yeah, without a doubt. Plus, you got to worry about making the team. Those types of errors don't help you.
The defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? First and goal. Back to throw. Cannon. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
And he'll be marked down deep on Miami's side of the field. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. That'll bring up second down.
Hey, Orbit.
They're going to look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions. Third down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami. So that's now 3 first-half interceptions, and that last one even costlier as it's returned for 6 points. So as a quarterback, how do you regain your focus?
Well, QB 101 says you never show them that you're sweating. Still act like you're the guy that you've thrown 6 touchdown passes, not 3 interceptions. But he's human. He's got to face up to his teammates. He's got to own up to that. See if he can brace up and also not look over his shoulder and see his backup starting to warm up. It's going to be a tough one for him.
And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage.
The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. J.J. Watt able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening.
Hey, nice 7.
Back to throw here. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. This will be fielded at the 17. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And control of the football, switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Expect to see a good number of backups going forward as we are back and underway here in preseason week 2. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A big play there. 75 yards. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You could see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw it with touch? He just did right there. And, boy, it was pretty.
Extra point, hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And that pushes the lead up to an even 20. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
A big play there for KC. Give him 42 yards on the ground. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. He'll drop to throw. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. Well, your QB's been sacked 4 times in the game already, and they're the holding goal.
And you know darn well the offensive line coach is frustrated and upset that he's been hit that many times already. He doesn't really care that they hold now. Just don't let him get hit anymore.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. They'll look to throw here. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Christian Wilkins in there to get him. That is the 6th time that they have sacked him tonight. Here's Cameron Johnston now. He's been terrific so far. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Now this is fielded in the end zone. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Dolphins drive will start deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10.
Recon, 132 fighter. Check nickel, nickel, nickel.
The drive begins with a handoff to Gallman. And he'll lose yardage and be down at the 7-yard line. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuck that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And now we'll hook up downfield on 2nd down. He's at the 30. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. A big play there. 93 yards. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Extra point splits the uprights, and that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, Eckler. And once again, the Dolphin defense holds firm as they'll stop him behind the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. They'll drop to throw. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a 1st down. Running on 1st down, Eckler. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. That's caught inside the 20. Now, look, you're not going to be able to get this all back at once, but that certainly helps.
So you're saying 3 yards in the cloud of dust, not the strategy?
I go aerial tap.
Yeah, I think that's what has to happen. And if you're going to run it, you need to break off big chunks. We just saw a big play right there. They need plenty of those.
Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill that time. And it's 2nd down.
61, Matchbox Lights. Tighten up. He'll
look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Chiefs are able to cut into this lead. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that will shave one more off this lead. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. 1st down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They built up that lead at intermission, and they're just continuing to pour it on right now, aren't they?
Locked into a really good groove right now. I don't know if it's just the play calling. I know the execution is really, really sharp right now, and all the playmakers are doing exactly what you expect. They're making plays. And right now, defense has no answer and no chance of catching up.
Yeah, they're just looking to turn anywhere for a stop defensively. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Here's Gallman. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down. Now Gallman. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Go.
On 1st down, Drake. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
48's Mike. 48's Mike.
I don't even know why this team showed up.
48 for Mike.
To throw on 2nd down, Wade. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else.
They don't
He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation.
Let's get it.
Hey, Alpha.
Hey, look, 48. Hey, we gonna make the 48 right now. Let's go.
In your face. Mike 48. Mike 48.
Hey, check.
Let's go.
Looking to throw. Wayne on the move to his left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The sack by Dorian O'Daniel, the linebacker from Clemson. Here's Matt Hawk now as he'll punt it away for the second time. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup, and that'll do it for the end of the third quarter. You're watching preseason football on EA Sports. Here's Matt Hawk now as he'll kick it away for the second time. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
J.J. Watt, the one that gets him down. The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20. They'll set up a throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off. What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
60 outlaw.
Looking to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down. And that last reception puts him over 150 yards now on the game, Charles.
And now it's not just execution. It's not just performance. It's a mental aspect that's going on. Because right now, he has got the defense so much on their heels, got them looking at each other. Who's going to cover this guy, and what type of coverage can we put out there to try and slow him down?
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Raekwon McMillan. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? What you got?
Hey, Charlie.
What you got, Heavy?
Give me that.
Throwing on first down. Wayne. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. 2nd and long. Forced out to his left. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir, able to turn that into a positive gain. He may try and run for this.
Now, that was a whole lot of open space out in front of him, wasn't it? I'm telling you, Brandon, when things are going right, They are going right.
And everything has been going their way for the most part. Yeah, I saw that lane start to develop. Boom. He took advantage of it. This is Gallman. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 13-yard line.
First down at the 13-yard line.
Gator. Smooth. Ready?
Wade in the red zone here on first down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Auden Tate ready for the regular season with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time? That maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
That'll be taken in the end zone. Oh, good hurdle. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And he'll be brought down around the 7-yard line.
No coach or team's ever happy when someone has a turnover, but if there's ever a good time to do it,
preseason.
Yeah, right now. You know that come regular season, he's going to be ready to go, and maybe he'll remember, yeah, I don't want to do this when it comes time for the games to count.
The defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? 1st and goal.
Now!
Be ready! Be ready!
5.
Wade will throw it this time. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Good word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
And going deep for Hill. And that's caught inside the... Down to the 26. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And now here is another interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Raekwon McMillan. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. A running play on first down, and it turns into a fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down. The rush defense stout on first down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Wade on the bootleg. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Juan Thornhill. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. I'm sure as a rookie, even though this is preseason, Charles, interceptions, you got to eat at you quite a bit.
They certainly do, but here's the problem that he's confronted with. He's not the high draft pick. He's not seen as the next guy. He's got to prove himself to everyone and get noticed. So maybe instead of taking the safer throw, you press it a little bit. Try and push it downfield, try and fit into a tight window, and sometimes interceptions result.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Shermer. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he slings one that's incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that will get them one closer. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. That one looks like he'll throw here. Steps away. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
48, Mike, 48.
Here we go.
Check 48's the Mike. Check 48's the Mike.
I got you.
Wade in the gun. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Dolphins are winners here as we say so long from South Florida.